All right, Alex. So one thing that I want to discuss with you before I send you away is how you're going to apply these skills in practice when I'm not around. And so a lot of the guys that come and spend so much time on the driving range, often known as range rats, they're just kind of slapping around. You know, they're just hitting balls and they're not really working on anything. They're not really, improving their game per se. They're not looking to, maybe they say they're looking to improve, but in the way in which they're practicing, they're not really helping themselves. It's not beneficial as to what they're, trying to do. So what I like to do is I like to use what's called random practice. And so random practice is not, taking a 7-iron and hitting a medium bucket of balls to the same flag all day. Random practice, we're going to switch it up every shot. So maybe we're actually, a good idea, one of the things a lot of people like to do is they'll like to actually imagine they're playing the golf course without putting, of course.
Okay.
But they're going to, pull driver if the first hole's a par 5 and something that they like to hit driver on, they're going to hit driver out there. And depending on how they felt they hit the fairway or where that ball ended up, they may lay up with a wedge, they may go for it with a 3-wood or a hybrid, try and get home in 2. And so that way we can kind of, not only are you practicing mentally because you're preparing yourself for the next time that you play, but you're also practicing productively by varying the shots. It's not bulk practice. You're not hitting a large bucket with one club all day to the same target. You're going to see a bunch of different shots throughout your practice session, and a lot of what you might see out on the golf course in the next couple of days or the next time that you have a chance to go play.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and grab driver, and we're going to act like, we're bombing one off of 1 tee here, and then probably grab a couple wedges because that's what you'd normally have in off that first hole.
Alrighty, definitely.
And let's just kind of pick a fairway out there. We've got plenty of targets, so we'll say out there between the far left and the far right flags, that's going to be your fairway. Anywhere within there, we're probably hitting a wedge into the green.
Definitely.
Get that mental image. All right, up the right side, but I'd say you're either just in the fairway, maybe, a foot into the rough, no big deal. You're still going to be hitting a wedge in. I'd say you probably are going to have about 130 yards in, so let's go ahead and play for that shot going into the green here. We've got a target out here straight in front of us, about 130 yards or so.
All right.
All right. I'd say that's a pretty good shot into about 130-yard green. Yeah, I'd like it. And so one thing to take away from this is as you're practicing, it's important not to overwhelm yourself with too much information. Remember to focus that attention on just one thing at a time. You can make your pre-swing changes, leave them set, and then maybe if you have one in-swing thought just before you go ahead and take it back, that's okay, but be sure not to overwhelm yourself. And really, if you can practice in this fashion, it's the most productive practice you could use.
Definitely.